Hey folks, big news coming out of South Korea today. President Yoon Suk Yeol has declared a state of emergency and imposed martial law. This surprising move was announced late Tuesday night in a televised address. President Yoon accused the main opposition Democratic Party of engaging in anti-state activities and showing sympathy towards North Korea. He pointed to their recent attempts to impeach top prosecutors and their rejection of a government budget proposal as evidence. Yoon didn't provide specific details about what measures will be taken under martial law, but he stressed that this step is necessary to eliminate threats to national security and safeguard the freedoms and safety of South Korean citizens. He assured the public that normalcy would be restored swiftly, with minimal disruption to daily life. The declaration has sparked significant attention and concerns both domestically and internationally. The opposition Democratic Party immediately denounced it, calling it an illegal and unconstitutional power grab. Opposition leader Lee Jae-myung has called for peaceful protests, describing the move as a dictatorial attempt to suppress democracy. On Tuesday, President Yoon said, quote, "The handling of the national budget also cut all major budgets to have control over the essential functions of the state, the budget that was formed to crack down on drug crimes and maintain public security," end quote. Expressing his concern for the consequences of the opposition's actions, he added, quote, "This undermines the essential functions of the state and leaves the public in a drug paradise and public security panic," end quote. In his statement, he also pointed out that the National Assembly, which is supposed to be the basis of liberal democracy, has recently become a monster that is generating the collapse of the liberal democracy system. As the world watches closely, the coming days will be crucial in determining the trajectory of South Korea's political landscape. Will President Yoon's drastic measures succeed in stabilizing the nation or further deepen the political divide? Only time will tell. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe to News of the World to stay informed about the latest outcomes from around the globe. Stay safe, everyone.
Hey everyone, welcome back to News of the World. Breaking news coming from the political drama unfolding in South Korea. Opposition lawmakers there have defied President Yoon Suk Yeol's declaration of martial law. Let's set the stage. President Yoon declared martial law, hoping to keep the country safe from a social collapse that, according to him, the opposition was intentionally driving the country toward. As expected, the opposition has raised its voice. 190 lawmakers from the opposition parties came together and voted to lift the martial law. The South Korean parliament is made up of 300 members. The liberal opposition currently holds 192 seats, while the ruling Conservative People Power Party has 108 assembly votes. The parliament had been blocked after President Yoon's televised address. However, the opposition lawmakers called for an assembly and managed to break through the blockage to successfully initiate it. Opposition leader Lee Jae-myung even called for citizens to gather in protest, emphasizing the defiance against what many see as an unconstitutional gamble by the president. But here's the kicker. Despite the parliamentary vote, the South Korean military has stated they will continue to uphold martial law until President Yoon officially lifts it. This has left the country in a state of high alert, with international observers closely watching every move. The Biden administration is in contact with the South Korean government, and the UK has advised its nationals to stay clear of any political demonstrations. The situation on the ground is tense, to say the least. Citizens in Seoul are feeling the impact. Pictures of tanks on the streets have been posted online, as well as reports of helicopters hovering above. Emergency mobilization orders are creating a climate of fear and uncertainty. Journalists are also facing increased scrutiny, as all media and publishing activities are now under strict government control. The free flow of information is hanging by a thread. Everyone's waiting to see what President Yoon's next move will be, hoping for a peaceful resolution. As of now, these are the most recent reports from Seoul, but we are certain to get new statements and reactions at any time. If you want to stay on top of the latest events around the globe, don't forget to like and subscribe to News of the World. Thanks for watching, and stay informed.
More breaking news from South Korea. In an unexpected turn of events, South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol pledged to revoke martial law following a parliamentary vote opposing it, Yonhap news agency reported minutes ago. This move comes after widespread protests and intense backlash from both the public and members of parliament. President Yoon initially imposed martial law, citing threats from pro-North Korea forces. However, the decision was met with immediate opposition from those accused by the president and their supporters. Citizens took to the streets, and the National Assembly quickly convened to address the situation. In an emergency vote, Parliament blocked the martial law declaration, demanding that President Yoon retract it. The United States, a key ally, expressed deep concern over the martial law declaration and urged a peaceful resolution consistent with South Korean laws. Following the parliamentary vote, President Yoon announced he would lift the martial law. He stated that he would do so officially as soon as a cabinet meeting could be assembled. This announcement brought celebrations from those gathered outside the National Assembly who had been protesting the martial law. However, the situation remains tense, with members of parliament staying vigilant to overview the president's actions. Opposition party members have called for President Yoon's resignation or impeachment, reflecting the ongoing political turmoil. International observers and South Korea's allies continue to monitor the developments closely. The events have left many citizens worried about the state of politics in South Korea. In more breaking news as this segment is being produced and according to Yonhap News Agency, South Korea's cabinet has effectively revoked the martial law declared by President Yoon Suk Yeol. The report also states that the military has dismantled the martial law command. This is far from ending, and the upcoming hours will certainly unveil more details about the key reasons behind this crisis. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. Like and subscribe to News of the World to stay on top of the most recent events from around the globe. Stay safe, everyone.
Hey everyone! Today we've got an interesting story for you. During a recent meeting between US President-elect Donald Trump and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Trump made a rather bold and humorous suggestion. Trump jokingly proposed that Canada could become the 51st state of the United States if it couldn't resolve its trade and immigration issues. This happened during an unannounced visit by Trudeau to Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort, following Trump's threat to impose a 25% tariff on Canadian goods. As reported by several news outlets like Fox News, CBC, and the Post-Millennial, Trump made this comment in a lighthearted manner, leading to some nervous laughter from those present. Despite the joking tone, Trump emphasized the need for changes from Canada by January 20th. He addressed serious concerns regarding trade and immigration, indicating that these issues are high priorities for the Trump administration and its America First agenda. Trudeau's visit, which lasted nearly 3 hours, aimed to address these concerns. According to Canadian officials, the meeting was described as friendly and positive despite the tense topics discussed. The suggestion of Canada becoming the 51st state might have been made in jest, but it highlights the ongoing tension between the two nations, especially regarding trade and border security. Trump has consistently criticized Canada for what he sees as unfair trade practices and lax border control. One of the main issues he raised is the U.S. trade deficit with Canada, estimated to be over $100 billion. Trump argues that this deficit results from unfair trade practices by Canada, putting the U.S. at a disadvantage. Another significant point of contention is the flow of drugs and illegal immigrants across the U.S.-Canada border. Trump believes that Canada is not doing enough to stem this flow and has called for stricter border controls and tougher measures against illegal immigration. So, whether this suggestion was a lighthearted joke or a subtle nudge, it certainly sparked conversations on both sides of the border. Well, that's it for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe to News of the World. Stay on top of the most relevant outcomes happening around the planet with News of the World. Thanks for watching and see you next time.